Let's go next to Hayden from Morgantown, West Virginia. Hayden from Morgantown, West Virginia, you are on. What is on your mind?
Not much. I just want to ask you some questions about down ballot races.
Sure.
Yeah, so currently, like out of the United States, like if you just like in no particular state, what down ballot races right now are you most interested in?
Really, for me, it's the ones that could flip
Yeah.
the Senate to Democrats. So, I mean,
hmm
certainly as a starting point, I'm looking at Susan Collins in Maine, who's facing a challenge from Sarah Gideon. I'm looking at Martha McSally in Arizona, who's facing a challenge from Mark Kelly. The Tom Tillis, Cal Cunningham race in North Carolina, Steve Bullock in Montana. The Joni Ernst race in Iowa is interesting. Jamie Harrison versus Lindsey Graham. Cory Gardner looks like he's going to lose in Colorado. That's where my focus is.
Yeah. Currently, at least in my state, we have a race between Shelley Moore Capital and Paula Jean Swearengin. It's been pretty interesting since like in the state, like we're not like we have a history of progressive politics. Although like it's been a while since like an actual like progressive politician has made it this far. Since like we have like Joe Manchin as our current VP, and it's very interesting to see how this happens.
Yeah, I'm interested. I mean, now I am interested to
Yeah.
see how that how that goes. I think the implications for the balance of power are less significant, but an interesting race nonetheless.
We almost had a pretty progressive person win for our governor primary, but he made it very close. Although the polls came down to it was like about a it was like a 2% difference. So it was very close.
Hayden, what's it like living in West Virginia? I've
Yeah.
never had the pleasure of visiting the state, and you hear a lot of
Yeah.
different things. What's the experience like?
Yeah, in the States, it's actually pretty interesting since people usually assume it's just like backwoods hillbilly areas.
Right.
Although, like, in all fairness, a lot of the state is like that. Although there are two main cities, like Morgantown, where I
hmm
live, it's like a college town, it's like pretty vibrant. And there's also Charleston, which is a very nice city. Sadly, like our population numbers are going down pretty significantly throughout most of the state.
Mm.
Like, I believe we're like the fastest shrinking states. Although we do have a few towns which are growing, which is nice.
So, like in Morgantown, for example,
Yeah.
would you be able to go to are there like pretentious third wave coffee shops and stuff?
Yeah, there are some interesting coffee shops. I don't want to like. There's actually one like relatively close to me, like the Terra Cafe. Like they're by the water, and it's like since there's college students, it's like a bit more of like a younger audience for those
Right.
areas. But like in the like Charleston also has some like more like semi like hipstery like shops and stuff. Although overall, it's like the population is generally older in the state,
Got
since
it.
like younger people tend to go to other areas.
All right. Well, it sounds like you're doing okay there then.
Yeah,
All right, Hayden, appreciate hearing from you. Hope to hear from you again.
yeah. Thank you for your time, David.
All right. There is Hayden from West Virginia. One of our sponsors is privacy.com. They're giving you $5 when you sign up for their completely free service at privacy.com/Pakman. I've been using Privacy for a little over a year now. You've heard me talk about it before. It's a lifesaver, and here's how it works. Takes just a couple of minutes to set up. Anytime you buy something online or on the phone, instead of actually using your real credit card number, the Privacy app and the browser plugin let you give each company a randomized virtual credit card number that you create out of thin air. It'll even autofill the card number with one click. And the payment is taken out of your checking account without the merchant ever knowing your real information. So this allows you to keep your banking information secure, but also to take control of your finances. You can create up to 12 of these virtual credit cards a month. You can set spending limits. You can freeze them. You can delete them anytime you want. So when you do this, it means you're not going to be charged when you don't want to be because you can destroy the virtual card number right after using it, which, for instance, I love using free trials because I know I won't be charged when the trial is over if I use a virtual credit card number. You're keeping your identity private by not telling companies who you are. You're keeping your bank or credit card info protected against data breaches and identity theft. And it's free. There's no catch whatsoever. But if you want, Privacy also offers a $10 a month plan that gives you 1% cash back and lets you create 36 credit cards a month, and a $25 a month plan tailored more for small businesses where you can create 60 card numbers a month and much more. But definitely go ahead and at least get started with the free plan. You'll protect your financial info. Companies can't charge you unexpectedly. And like I said, you'll get $5 to spend when you sign up at privacy.com/Pakman.